Hello everyone, how's it going? And today we have a build order on Frithen, of all places. I think I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna be copying this build order from nobody else other than Nexus. He's gonna fight Nexus versus Tagada match, but we start with our nice little factory, 2 pigeons. Then we want to go for 2 mexes, 2 pigeons, then move here with the ACU. Reclaim quite a lot of these things. Also reclaim these. I kind of forgot about it. Then move here, move here. I'm gonna deal with that later. Then we want to do 4 engineers, and then tank, scout, and then I think it's all engineers from that point on. Let's hope I don't mess the build order too much. I know he's gonna reclaim this. Then first engineer is gonna make these mechs for us. Then they're gonna come here, make the hydro, and then hydro, land factory, air factory, and then they're gonna build 5 pigeons. For there is gonna be a lot of pigeons, to be honest. And then I know first engineer, where's it go? Does it go down? I'm like 99% sure it comes over here. It's a lot of manual reclaim. Let's hope I didn't mess it up too much. Actually, I think this first engineer is actually supposed to come up. Well, that's not really an issue. Yeah, it's probably supposed to come up. But no biggie, to be honest. I think, hope. Then you can reclaim these, take these, take these, and then take these 3 things. Then the 4th one, I think it stays here helping, maybe? No, I think it goes to help his friend immediately, yeah. And then this, actually from the second factory, very important, you want to do this NG tank scout, and then your regular formation. And then from here, I think he does. Oh, I got scared for a second. I wasn't holding shift for like a second there. And then these 3 units, probably send. Oh yeah, you send them up, and then here. And then you just want these guys over here to just start reclaiming as much as they can. First air, we do the typical air scout 3 intis. Nothing else. This guy, I think he stays. I think he actually stays here, maybe? I'm not really sure, to be honest. But actually, I'm just gonna make him reclaim all of this. And then I think I'm like 99% sure Nexus then does something around these lines. And actually don't come back. Good. And then is everything going well? So it seems. I don't really see anything going bad at the moment. I'm gonna pull one of you guys to help them. This guy sent over there. Got quite a lot of engineers. I'm not sure if. I think it takes a little bit longer before he decides to. Whatsoever. The other stuff, but yeah, it's pretty much the build order for now. We do make quite a lot of NGs. The next factory we only want intis. We want to win air. It's a 10x10. So winning air is excessively important to us. Then I guess this other engineer can come here and reclaim these. And then I'm gonna put you 2 to start working on making factories. We want a lot of factories. We also have a lot of engineers working on pigeons. So we're doing good. And this is pretty much the build order. Funnily enough, when we see the replay, Tagada actually beats Nexus, but I still think Nexus build order is better, simply put because the eco balance is very strict. And that's about it. I also think Nexus takes some really bad movements with the ACU, which aren't really good. And that's about it. Then you can start sending your engineers all over the place to start reclaiming stuff. Maybe grab like these two, and they can assist the air. Maybe no, actually he doesn't assist there. There's too little power. And then this guy can probably start building a factory here. And there you go. That's pretty much the build order. You do need to adapt it depending on the circumstances. Maybe this guy actually doesn't build this, I think. I'm not really sure. My power is looking a little bit dire right now. But I'm just going with it. I prefer this thing and having another factory rather than not having this other factory. Ooh la la, yeah. I don't think that factory was not supposed to be there. But it's kinda already here. I guess I'm gonna fix my problem. No, I actually think I'm gonna fix the problem another way. I mean, yeah, I needed more power definitely. Rather than starting this, I should probably make like 2 pigeons beforehand. Because as you can see right now, I'm having a lot of mass and not enough E. So big advice to you all: make more power, or you're gonna have a muscle. Before doing something like this. I thought this would be enough. Is there 2? Oh, yeah, there should have been 2 engineers here. So FYI, make more power, or you're gonna start stalling super bad. But now let's go check the replay, and let's see what happens with Tagada against Nexus and how they play the map and how Nexus actually does the BO correctly, unlike me. Okay, well, hello everyone. Here is our Nexus review. I don't think I messed up anything for now. I'm gonna put it on +5. I have 100% belief that he does send the second engineer here to the trees, like here and then here. 100% belief. Let's see if... Oh, yeah, he does that. Same thing, switching the engineers. Not a big deal from what we just did, like... Maybe it's a teeny bit less efficient, but it's not really an issue. Then the 4th guy actually comes here and helps build. And then same thing, ACU comes here, takes this, then comes through here, takes these 3, something I should have probably done as well. Then his first group of tanks obviously coming here to stop any raids here. Next one coming here. Same thing, scout 3 intis, and factory, as you can see, has that little thing with the engineers. He makes 2 of them before switching it to tanks only. And let's slow down a little bit more. And as you can see, this map has pretty much 2 points very early on. This and this. I would say this, the corners, like these 2 parts of the map are very important. Because you have these 3 mechs expansion here, and you have this 2 mechs expansion here, so you want to be protecting these 2 places a lot. Same thing, your opponent is a little bit vulnerable here, a little bit vulnerable here. Like there's a lot of mexes here, and usually the ACUs go to middle, and you can sort of like threaten this with the ACU, or just control this area with these like 6 mexes. You want to make sure your tanks are around here, protecting your engineers. You can still do raiding, but sometimes might be better to just defend the engines, which is a little bit harder, of course, but sadly you have to make a choice. Here Nexus doesn't really find an engineer, which just means he would have been better defending these 2 engineers than a bomber. Then this is, I think, what a key factor, I would say. He has some intis here, loses 1 just because. So Nexus is down 1 inti. He takes like the war storm of the initial fight, and I think this just spells doom for him air-wise, because Tagada has less intis. He only has like 3 or 4 or 5, I think. Yet he takes like a little bit better of a fight. But Nexus does win. I think he actually had lost. But had he kept all his intis together, he would have absolutely crushed even harder. Which sadly he doesn't. Then, oh, I thought this engineer was gonna die. But yeah, as you can see, air matters a lot because you want to be dropping stuff in this plateau and in this plateau at some point. And you also have this and this here. But as you can see, there isn't really a lot going in the middle. As you can see here, it's mostly this corner here and this corner here. This is where the units are meeting. And then Nexus having a lot of difficulties keeping his engineers here alive, which is gonna be really bad for him. Unlike Tagada, which has these factories very aggressively and lets him be able to take a lot more mass faster. While Nexus does not really have that support here, so all the engineers have to come slowly through here. That's why I think making at least one factory here or here with the ACU can actually help you a lot to have like an easier time. Because I believe Nexus, let's see who has more tanks. Nexus has 32 tanks against 40 actually, so Tagada actually has more tanks. Oh boy, maybe you copied the wrong build order. But anyhow, that's pretty much it. As you can see, again, the fighting occurs here and here. I come inclined to agree that I feel like Nexus sending here his AC is a very bad move. I would say I don't know how to feel about it. I feel like it's very lonely. I feel like it's gonna take long to do damage, and I feel like if it was coming here, it could definitely start moving these units here and, like, you know, threaten to like cut the road for Tagada here. And he especially when Tagada is so close to his base, he can start funneling the units here rather than here, and really threaten to like sandwich Tagada. Which, yes, he has his factories here, but still it's like there's way more here than there is here. And as you can see, it just takes so long for his ACU to come here. Tagada just has the faster response, and therefore he also is able to control his corner of the map, while Nexus is having issues taking these two mexes and like really having a presence here. Then his AC is over here, so he's taking bad trades, yada yada yada, but that's the map. This is Frithen. There isn't much to see. I do think Nexus should be sending more units here, but I guess this is just not his time of the day. Oh my god. And Tagada, he has more mass, therefore he's able to afford a Tech 2 Max, further putting him ahead. Is Nexus with a Tech 2 Max, Tech 2 land? None that I can see. So you can see how like better ACU placement, like very early, is working a lot of wonders for Tagada. Having this presence is really brutal. While I think that Nexus is just wasting so much time with tanks here, and his ACU being here would mean this army could push with much more ease. Instead, having his ACU here of all places, like very big question mark about his utility, and actually in quite a lot of danger if Tagada just decides to, like, you know, grab every unit he has and move it here. Very dangerous. While Tagada has some units here, he's quite safe, and that just means that Nexus cannot really push through here. And I'm pretty sure he has Tech 2 land now, or another Tech 2 Mex. Wouldn't be really surprised. Well, anyways, this game. Oh, he has another Tech 2 Mex. Yeah, this game is just simply a wrap because I put it on Nexus having extremely poor ACU placement. His ACU is not really being a force of nature. While I think Tagada, his ACU movement was far earlier. Is paying off top dollar. And that's just, I think he built a PD here. It's truly cementing this position from like any sort of raid. While Nexus had to leave, and as soon as his ACU leaves from here, this whole thing is gonna fall, and he cannot really stay because there's an obscene amount of units around him and he doesn't really have much else to do here. And that's pretty much Frithen. This is how you play it. And I wish you guys good luck on your next match in Frithen. Peace.